Queen City of Cincinnati at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Knights offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He leaves it with his back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
In the red area, it's Gage. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for a gap. It's Gage. The Knights have enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
A first down run in the red zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Brown wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, just keeps firing. Extending the play. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Fires to the big fella. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
Hey, guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in Game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created Game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Ashley. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? If you you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And he's dragged down. The Knights want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop and to run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Try to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we've got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over UMass. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Line getting set on second down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Ashley. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage.
Already toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Knights will hustle to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown will throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Feeling some heat. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Got room on the return. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
On the move, he fires. Finds a man by himself. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big gain.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Brown wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
UCF.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9
Give to the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
24, Cincinnati, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's caught downfield. The Knights in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Knights are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. The back goes in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And here comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. And the missed connection on third down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCF.
The Knights have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. It's still third and goal. Brown will throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, UCF! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
On the set.
The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
No gain.
My life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On second down, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Looking deep down the right side. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get it down at the 35. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
2nd down now after the sack. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And, guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here. Game in the fourth quarter. Small game. Again, the defense knows he's got to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Takes the handoff. It's Ingram. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got a man. It's Ashley. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The Bearcats' 3rd down defense just doesn't come through.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Got enough space, and at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch.
Touchdown Knights! And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They mean when they say ball could. Team play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did. And